about something specific that has been on my mind, and I'm just going to kind of jump right into the content. So if you jump on this video and you're a little behind, just catch it on the replay. I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet and to the point, but I want to talk to you and ask you a question tonight. Have you ever exceeded the weight load? Have you ever exceeded your own weight load? Or have you ever exceeded the weight limit in a vehicle or a truck or a car or a boat or anything like that? And the reason why I ask is because, God designed, or He gave us the intuition, He gave us the intelligence to make sure that when we created vehicles, when we created airplanes and boats and trains, planes, automobiles, you name it, it came with a weight load. I mean, think about it. If you saw somebody riding down the street on a bicycle and they exceeded the weight limit, they would blow out the air in the tires. And so many times in our lives, in our personal life, in our business life, we exceed our weight limit, or we allow things, I should say, to exceed the weight limit in our own life. And how do we do that? Well, we take on unnecessary weights. We take on unnecessary things in our lives that we shouldn't be taking on. We take on, extra stresses. We take on extra, bills. We take on, people's drama and their junk, and we, sometimes we become a dumping ground for people's problems, and we allow them to just push their problems on us, dump all of their issues on us, and we wonder why when we get up on Monday morning or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever it is, when we get up to face our week, face our day, we start out when we're so heavy. Do you ever feel that way? I often will feel that way sometimes, but I had to learn how to make the shift. I had to learn how to make the decision to go, you know what? I am no longer going to carry this extra weight load on my shoulders. I used to have a landscaping business many years ago, and I had an amazing trailer that I would carry all my equipment, my lawnmowers, all that stuff around on the trailer. But I knew if I exceeded the weight limit to that trailer, I had a chance of blowing out one of the tires, or, I wouldn't be able to make it from job to job to job that I was going to. And what I had to learn very quickly with the truck and my trailer is they both had a weight load. You have a weight load. And not only that, the things that you can carry have a weight load. Now, not all of us are built the same way. I get that. Some of us can handle more than others can. But what are some ways that we can lighten our load without offending others? And what are some ways that we can, manage our weight load better so that we're not stressed, so that we're not bugging, so that we're not freaking out? One of the ways that I can tell you right now is planning your day, planning out the things that you want to accomplish for your day. And that may sound kind of crazy, and it may sound kind of monotonous in the day that we live in, but taking a few minutes when you start your day to just plan out what you want to do, and not stressing out, and understanding before your day even gets going that guess what? Things are going to change. Things are going to happen. They're going to interrupt your day and cause that thing to, something unwanted to happen. And that's okay, because you can always say that's not my problem to deal with. That isn't my thing to deal with. And let me talk to my Christian brothers and sisters real quick. As Christians, we often think that we have to carry all of these burdens because the Word says carry each other's burdens and bear one another's burdens. But we get that scripture twisted, and then we end up wondering why we're dealing with some of the same things that other people are dealing with that we don't have that problem in our life with. Well, that's because you're bearing a burden that wasn't meant for you to carry. You're meant to give that burden to Jesus, not carry that burden yourself. Come on, somebody, that's good. So the moment that you can learn how to not exceed the weight limits in your life, in your business, and in your personal life, you'll begin to see that you can accelerate much faster. The trajectory of your life will begin to change, because no longer are you moving like you're running in mud, right? Where you're running in super slow motion and nothing is just going the way you want it to. But the moment that you go, you know what? Not anymore. That person at work on the job that is always just nagging, and you go, listen, I don't want to hear it today. And the moment that you just speak up and say, I'm sorry about your problems. I've been praying for you, but listen, until you can learn to cope and deal with your own problems, It's not being selfish. So many people think, well, that's just selfish, Pastor James. That's just selfish. I can't do that. Somebody's going to get offended. Well, listen, be an equal opportunity offender for once in your life. Get rid of some of those things that are hindering you and holding you back, and you'll begin to see a shift and a breakthrough in your own life. So the question that I asked is, have you ever exceeded your weight load? Have you ever exceeded that thing that is, that's holding you back in your life? And as I think about these things, and I'm bringing this video to an end, as I think about, the different things and the different weights that hold us back, don't let those particular things, you know what they are. I don't have to go through and give a laundry list of the different weights and the different things that hold us back, because you can tell me what they are in the comments. You can tell yourself what they are. Yeah, he's right. I've been taking on too much stress from so-and-so. I've been catching too much flack from this person, too much flack from that person, and they're just unnecessary weights, unnecessary thoughts in your mind. It's often said that a thought becomes an action, and an action becomes a habit, and a habit becomes a part of your life. It all stems all the way back to the thoughts. Get rid of those thoughts that you don't need. Set your mind on the things above. Release some of those weights that you're carrying around, and you'll begin to see the breakthrough in your life that you've been waiting for and expecting to see. All right, guys. All right. My name is James Meso, Jacksonville, Florida. I'll catch you next time.